Hello and welcome to another episode of Stellaris with me, Windslayer. I just took a little tiny break, about a half hour between the last episode and this one, and I'm ready to, see what these little nations end up doing, ready to reinforce this little anchorage point. Once that's up and running, then I'll be able to support a bigger fleet. Right now my economy it's still in the positive, but I want to keep it like way in the positive so I can build ring worlds whenever I feel like it, and yet be able to defend myself if push comes to shove. Feel pretty good about my fleet power. Let's see. By getting another admiral, I think I increased my fleet power by a bit. Another one wouldn't hurt. Maybe getting rid of some of these sectors would be one way to do that. Let's see. Sector. Where are you guys? How do I zoom on the planets? Like this. So this is just all by itself here, huh? A one planet thing. Probably get rid of one of my guys if I put yeah, I can't really. All those guys are doing things. And hypothetically I could get rid of one of these scientists, but it's always good to have some choices around with some experience. The general is probably the least useful one right now. Be around for another 100 years. Army damage 25%. Should we retire old General Max or Doc? You're not that good, to be honest. Resilient and increased leader lifespan. So yeah, we will hire a new admiral now. Goodbye, old general. I've already forgotten your name. Oh no. That's sad. It didn't take very long, did it? I do not like the noise in the background. Am I over like Xenon or something? It's weird. It's because I have, oh, here we go. Sweet. It's been a long time trying to get an engineer. In the last episode, I have an engineer, guys. And we're gonna get rid of the trickster. The engineer on, because nobody likes a trickster. Maybe we'll retire that admiral. Here, I'll even write down your name. You know what, do I want to use their names? I mean, I should probably look up the other one's name if I'm going to do that. Ludoramic. Blood Ramak. We will not let you die of old age. Wait, why would I get rid of you? You're not the one I want to get rid of. You're good. That would have been sad if I got rid of him. He's good. Who was that I wanted to get rid of? Blood Remax. He's the one that I want to get rid of. Alright, Blood Remax. You trickster, you. We would like to get rid of you. We got some young leaders with some good modifiers. Let's get rid of some of these. Here. Somebody with evasion. Now they're all pretty much guaranteed to get the free logistician, but I do like that one for large empires. Being able to support a big fleet is kind of nice. It's kind of really nice. What else can I focus on other than leaders? Let's see who's at the top here. That's the bottom. Let's meet your leader. I think I've looked at you before. Bora. 145, huh? 146. I wonder if some of these guys are going to start losing their leaders soon. Because my leaders live to be quite old. They all seem to have kept the Imperial authority, which is nice. Happy to see that. We have inspired them to live our way. Am I even in chat right now? It says I'm connecting. Let's go back into the app and hopefully it doesn't make noise at me. There. I appear to be back in chat. Woot, woot. This one's gonna live to be quite old. Too bad they only go to level 7. You know what, let's go to the weak ones. I always show off the strong ones. Some of them seem a bit younger than the others. I wonder if that affected much. The shaman seemed pretty weak apparently. Let's see who's in charge of them. A warlike cyborg. You have an emperor. Seems relatively young. I wonder what they teach in their religion, like how to keep really good books. Used to be materialist, so that makes sense to me. They're like super good at that whole bookkeeping thing. Oh, I'm still hungry, even after my break. Always hungry. The buildings seem to be building relatively quickly. It's definitely better than at the beginning of the game. It's weird when you go back to the beginning of the game. Stubborn, no. Why, scientist? Why? It's okay, you got time to get to level 10. You got a nice little assistant. Yeah, we don't have any more places to go exploring. Explored everything. Ooh, they're no longer
incoming transmission.
Guaranteeing their independence. The robo-roaches may be underneath attack soon. That's my proposal. Or rather, not proposal, my prediction. That's the word I'm looking for. They're fighting all this. The enlightened horde seems to be facing off against them in some kind of big old battle. They're trying to fight down this starbase and this fleet at the same time. I did that recently. It's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend it, because your guys are going to be focusing this while getting shot. Uh-oh. Is this the metal the horde needed? It doesn't look like it's going to be enough for them. The horde got a pretty significant chunk of this fleet destroyed, though. It's a lot better than I thought they'd do. Shard seems to be smashing this fleet down here. Well, that one is too far away to really get in there and do much. Ooh, this one's actually not in the fight yet. I wonder why they're doing things that way. They're not just trying to smash that 15, which is what I would have done if I'd seen it. Maybe the AI's dumb. Maybe the AI's not perfect. That would be great if they made it so the AI made stupid decisions like that all the time. Because I definitely do. Therefore it should, right? Let's go to our friend, the starbase. Rather, the anchorage point. Xenophobe, huh? There's no need to be a xenophobe. To embrace pacifism, I'm going to need a larger pacifist faction or one with more support. Right now it's only got 5%, so even if I wanted to embrace it, I can't. Although I kind of do want to. Might embrace this one and then support that one. Try and get some more people in it.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Kind of want to suppress this one now. Wait, what? How did that one get up to 60% happiness? We didn't embrace them, did we? No. I'm confused. This one's happier all of a sudden. They were not a very happy faction until recently. Something changed. Can I do this twice? Because that's what it looks like. yeah, this is some more pacifists out there. What's the harm in that? Eventually I might want to switch over to that. If my faction, if Moregaf believes in it, then I guess I believe in it. I mean, peace through war. It's he does have that war modifier on him, so where is it? Right here, warlike. It's a really good one too. Weapons damage 5%. Oof. I like having this guy as an immortal leader. I am pretty confused as to why this went from what it was to what it is. But I have 4 pretty happy factions here. This one's the least happy. Apparently 0% of our pop embraced this faction. Did that faction... We still have one, apparently. 1% of our pops believe in materialism. See if we can find that place. Materialist right there, huh? Let's get rid of him. Probably like move them all to a planet and then create a vassal or something, just to get rid of the faction and then integrate the vassal back. It's not a terrible idea actually, just to get rid of factions. Keep getting random phone calls from 408. I'll let that go to voicemail. I don't recognize that number. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Finally upgrading this. Yay. Hey, you're level 10. You're not a very good leader. I think I want to replace you. You get to go into retirement too. You're terrible. Build cost, build speed. Sorry, Tradagic. You're just all around terrible. I bet my main sector makes like very little research. Oh, there's still a bit of research there. I must have put some on some of these ring worlds. You're intellectual. You don't need to be intellectual. Makes more sense to keep the intellectual in the main sector, I think. So once this is upgraded, what do I want to build? Probably the thing that increases energy output a bit. Oh wow, energy is really down for some reason. Huh. Wonder what it is. Yeah, definitely have right stuff. Do we not have a shroud boon right now? I thought we did. Let's head to the shroud if we can. Oh, it was the shields that we got last time, I think. Just make sure people are happy. Will help them produce a lot of unity. And I do want them to produce unity.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Could bring all the people that don't believe in the right stuff to my homeworld. That would help them see the right way of life. Yeah, let's do that. Let's find the people that are not the right stuff and move them over to homeworld. So this place had one. There's 3 guys I'd like to convert. That will do for now. And then where was the other planet? Utopia. Oh, that's also in the system. You have this guy. Xenophile. Thought we had a materialist on here. We do. Okay. Ooh, I could get another leader. Let's go with another leader, please. Oh, I bet my energy income went down because I got rid of that leader. I think that's probably what happened. He went into retirement. He wasn't very good, but he made energy. Now, where is the next person? Prith. Egalitarian. I think that was him, right? Here's the egalitarian. You too. I have loads of people that are going to start converting over here because as my capital, they're more likely to go to my governing ethics, right? Yeah, they're very likely to there. Alright. Got 3 here that I can see that I need to move on to my home world. Hey, we did it. Go team. Is this an okay mineral world? It'll do. We'll make this our mineral world because we definitely need more minerals. Be better for adjacency, so we'll go with 8 HS D and then little m. Top of that, what was I just doing? Resettling guys from here? Yes. Right here, here, and here. There we go. These factions will take care of themselves in no time. This is really a how to take care of factions episode. It's a large empire. This will do. Let's go to brother next, because sounds like more fun. Spiritualist. Right there will do. It was 4 just in here. Now we can go back to here to figure out which one it was. HSD, the minerals one. So this guy's going to switch with this guy. Wonder if these guys are thinking about switching over yet. Still a lot left. They haven't seemed to convert it over yet, even though I'm putting them on my main planet. 4HSB has one. Ah, stubborn. That is unfortunate. It's an egalitarian and a materialist on this planet. Now, let's see. Seven. Bringing the pops home. Materialist. Well, we're xenophobes, so we can switch out that one, I think, right? Yay. Problem solved. At least it is to us. Mineral income seems down. That might be related to the leader or the people that I'm putting here. I don't think so though. They're not working mineral things. So I got a couple people I can switch out. Let's go to 2HSA. Which is apparently Cybrix Alpha. That's this guy. Where was he? Right there. You can switch out this guy, and this guy easily. Doesn't really cost me anything. How do I spell that again? SIP. There we go. You, sir, can switch with... Who is it? Spiritualist. Here. Maybe those pacifists are just happy enough that I thought they were something else. There's still so many that I could move back to my home world. Here, this guy should go back to my home world. Pacifist. Trade places with him, please. Alright, that'll work. Maybe I'll work on this one too. Let's go to 5 now. I mean, this is all stuff that has to be done, so might as well do it now. What do I have I can trade? These 3 right here. Let's just put them in one corner so they're easy to find. You 3 there in the corner. Here, this guy can go. These factions seem to be on their way down. Go to Zanan. There we go. For now, I think we'll just let these pops start to convert over. Hey, look, I think one just converted, unless he's been there for a while and I just forgot about him, which is probably what happened. Right now we got 24 pops there that can be converted and should be converted soon enough. Why? Just getting to these things now is beyond me. We'll build those up now. I think everybody's still at war with everyone. Yes, you're still at war. Got 13 there. 56 here. 46 there. And they seem to have sieged down a lot of the shaman. Shard of Dignity is 60 there. It's not terrible. I might actually win this. Shaman have sieged this down, which isn't their ally yet, but I imagine they're gonna try and make some kind of alliance to take on the Shard. The Rixians have some stuff here. I'm impressed. There's the Shaman's main fleet. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought they had a bigger fleet around here somewhere. They're just wasting it sitting over this planet. Wonderful. You know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't toggled this by galaxy and then sorted by numbers to see who has the most out there. These guys, huh?
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
286 is not a whole bunch. I thought they'd have more by now.
Incoming transmission.
I'm glad I'm checking, because they look pretty weak now that I see this next to my guys. The Benthal have some cybernetics? No, not cybernetics. You know, they almost were wiped out a long time ago, and now they're just being enslaved, right? That's what I imagine's happening. I could be wrong. They haven't taken very many planets for an old fallen empire. Same with these guys. These are the weaker nations, I would imagine, then down here at the bottom. Some synthetics, huh? One planet. 2 planets. Who's got these synthetics, huh? It's not cool, man. Is there only one of these left in the galaxy? There's gotta be more Genoans than that. I think there are. I hope there's more than just 2 of them. But I have a feeling there's only 2 of them. On Pyla.
Construction complete.
From Pyla, but they're not on Pyla, so they've been forced to relocate, I guess. That's kind of sad. I wonder who took them in as refugees. Increased influence or leader lifespan. No. Making me very sad. Let's make sure we get some explosive weapon damage here and there. Just to diversify what I got.
Construction complete. We are spreading our faith to a new world.
So I need more pops here. There we go. More anchorages, please. Wow, my number of followers almost doubled today. I think it started off at 9 and we're at 17. Glad I participated in that little thing on Instagram. Definitely good timing. Probably move this unifile to here. Let's go see how the rest of the planet's looking. They seem to be all very unhappy factions. Not impossible, but yeah. They seem to be taking their time with that conversion. Maybe it only happens at like the end of the year or something like that. I feel like there's one more in this faction than there used to be. Although I kind of wish this one was stronger than it is. By making it weak, I'm not going to be able to get that little modifier for being a militarist later in the game. We'll adopt it later in the game if we feel like we need it. Pacifism for now. That's what Moregaf would want.
Construction complete.
Let's see if these guys switch over on the first. At the beginning of 2807. This is when they make their dice roll. I imagine some of these guys have to switch over. There's like a 60% chance of it, so I guess no. Maybe they make their calculations at like random intervals or something like that. Yeah, I don't think this faction's got any smaller, unfortunately. Well, I bet I was like suppressing these guys and then I stopped. That's why they're no longer at 45. It's because I'm no longer suppressing old xenophobia. That is logical. I know how this game works. So by getting these guys to get their fleets down here, they've created an opportunity to move their fleets into Rixie space or Shaman's other territories up here in the north. Shaman are going to be hurting pretty hard after this, but their allies, the Shard, I think have been pretty much untouched in all their wars. They got some strong neighbors. If these guys decide to attack them, then they're in a pretty bad position. Jarldom is not doing too good in this war. They're about to lose some territory, I think, to the Shadow Cult and the Cult of Claw. I don't know what they have claims on, but yeah, I see them taking that stuff. And maybe some of this stuff. Not all of this stuff, though. That would be a lot of claims. The show must go on, right? Why have it be over in one war? It'd be boring. Okay, so it's gonna be a while before all of this upgrades. A couple years. Appears that we started working on this next, and that's also gonna be a couple years. Could send somebody over here, make this a mineral planet now. Just get started on that. Is this place secure? Like, it does have an entryway right here. They really need to reach me. They'll leave a voicemail.
Construction complete.
100% Corvettes. It's gonna be a killer fleet once it's complete. 'Cause look at it, it's at 145 right here, and it's like at half strength. All I put together, it's gonna be like 300k, just like in Corvettes. I have to convert everything over to that style of fleet. I think it is time to bring this over my capital though, and the other ones will join once it's in position. See how glorious this Corvette fleet is. Oh, so glorious.
Incoming transmission.
For some reason they're in some kind of strange formation. There, that looks like a more reasonable formation. It's like a triangle. You're using my gateway system now. How diabolical. Something tells me I can afford to make more than 50. Let's try and make like 80. It's probably a bit more than I probably should go for. That'll be enough Corvettes for now. Once this guy's hanging out over the thing here, I think it'll increase our income. Yeah, look at that. Tiny little bit. Seems to be smaller now for one reason or another. Oh, it's because of the jump. That's why. Makes a lot of sense. It's a little worried for a second. These poor guys. If I take the pacifist route, then everybody's gonna like me more. I kinda just want to get rid of this xenophobic stuff. If I suppress this, does that go over 20? It does not. Maybe if I get rid of these other factions, then it will. Still seems like everybody on my main planet is the wrong ethics. Oh, cool. Guess we'll just do this. There's a couple people here that are the wrong thing. Why? Don't they know that I try? Oh, I totally forgot to put this here. Thought that was already there. Definitely want that. And I'll take that. Yep. Gonna want capacity overload. That one's pretty essential. Still fighting. I feel like these pops that I brought back here, all these xenophiles and materialists, they gotta change their ways soon. I mean, they're in the presence of the great Moregaf as his throne there. So, yeah. That's not gonna convert them. I don't know what will. Maybe enslavement. It could work. It would at least get rid of the factions. No, leader who? A 270-year-old? That's sad. You were with us for so long.
Incoming transmission.
Should I go with the biologist? Statesman. I think statesman is better. Yeah. I like the statesman stuff. So I'll continue to invest in that. Keep on repeating the tech. You know, I thought that with the amount of focus that I put on text that I'd run out of things that I'd want to research, but the repeatable texts work pretty well. They just take longer and longer to get the same bonuses, and the bonuses get better and better the more you stack them, so it's definitely worth investing in. An extra leader's gonna... I mean, I can probably put a scientist over something else, or get another admiral, just in case. I don't think I'm quite full on admirals yet, or I haven't put an admiral in charge of every fleet, so I might put one in charge of, I think, a psychic avatar. I think you can put one in charge of those. Send these guys over to join up with this soon. Just want to do that all in one go if I can. Seems like when I opened up my borders, other people opened up their borders. How kind. So let's go check on some of these wars. Let's see how these guys are doing in their war against these poor old guys. %100% versus 65%. And the enemy's fully occupied. Does that just mean it's going to take time for them to take the white piece? I can't actually see their deal, so I would assume so. over time that will take down. I hope they don't get stuck in this state forever. That'd be really sad. I think it was at 64, so eventually that'll take to 100. Yeah, 53 here, 61. 200. Yep.
Incoming transmission.
Oh look, the Horde has a 81k there.
Faithful have claimed a new world.
Means they'll take this territory off of the Shaman in their war. And it looks like they may be able to help out their allies over here. I don't know which ones have planets, but they need to... yes. This one. No? Yeah. Still theirs. The Rixians made this their capital, it looks like. After one war or another, they decided that would make the most sense. And forget which one I gave to the Rixian. Yeah, I don't think I'll show up if I just type like that. Who knows? You seem to make a lot of energy there. That's nice. It's quite powerful. They got transstellar corporations. I guess the difficulty gives them a little bonus. Okay. Thought I had it on a pretty easy difficulty, but I guess not. It's probably pretty close to what I have the other playthrough on. Now this is going to be a mineral planet. Let's get that up and running then. I think I'll surround this with these. There. It's probably enough minerals for now. I'll come back to that planet in a little while. This planet's only getting better and better. So we do have migration control for whatever reason. I wonder if that's good for one of my factions or something weird. It's fine, I'll just keep it the way it is. I know why I did it that way. It's probably easier to get my guys on my planets. Or to control the pops. They weren't like constantly resettling behind my back or anything weird. This war's not going too well for them down here. They're fighting a much more interesting one though, against this fleet right here. Although I think they're going to be okay because this fleet seems to be just doing something really stupid right here. Once these guys are able to get into the shard space, this becomes a very different war. Hey, look at that. Peace, finally. So that wasn't the war I was expecting to finish first, but these guys took some territory off of them. They also took some territory off of them. For whatever reason, they claimed this and this, and maybe these as well, but they just didn't get to them. Well, this guy's pretty weak now. Somebody could vassalize you very easily. Somebody not being me, apparently. Oh, I'm not bordering. They don't have any friendlies in the area. Not really. They might be able to make them into vassals. The old evil dark angels. So, those are the new borders, huh? It's reasonable. Ooh, what's this? Nah, really? Another sentry array? Everybody just wants to see everything else. They think I'm cool for doing it. Now they want to do it. Don't know why it took me so long to get to those little stations, but it did. Best pirates or something weird. Anyways, energy's looking better. Minerals are not better, but they're okay. It's probably got to do with the fact that I'm making some fleets while trying to increase my production. More spice. Yay, spice. And more stuff on Twitch. Yay. Definitely a successful day. Sacred Nexus deserves a spiritualist, does it not? I feel like this faction's smaller, but this one's all of a sudden a little bit bigger. They lost one though. Somehow this one's smaller.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright. That means I probably am gonna get a scientist for now. Habitability is just, it's not a factor for my people. Settlement cost is better. What's this guy doing working that tile? Let's go find one HS. Right here. I'd like to look at that planet I just put him on. See if I can do this. Two, and this is a blank, so put it on here. And I think there's 2 levels to this, and I have both the levels, so might as well just go for that. Right? We're not going to make slavery illegal, so we'll just Had that stuff as a little reminder on all my mineral planets. Plus it makes food. Double adjacency is good. Maybe more minerals sooner rather than later. Still got plenty more of these to go. Now what? Now should I go check on these guys? Since they're the one fighting the most interesting war right now. Although these guys seem to be just hanging out over their planets. We're almost ready to land this army and try and take this over. I bet they do it a little bit too early. Is it worth hanging out and watching? Probably not. It's probably better trying to find my ring world that I'm working on and checking on that. Three more years on that. Cool.
Incoming transmission.
Not gonna happen, buddy. Sorry. That would be unfair to all the other Xenos.
Construction complete.
So enslaved Xenos. Fighting these three factions right there. This really doesn't have much attraction, the Xenophile one.
Incoming transmission.
It's one of the larger ones. If I was able to get rid of my weakness, then I'd be able to go militarist, but I don't think this will be a militarist campaign. We're pretty peaceful. been trying to be peaceful since the beginning here, and my ruler's faction is the pacifist one, so keep a strong military so that we can stay pacifist. Or rather, just not involved in whatever the Xenos are doing. They can do that. It's fine. We're gonna do our own thing. I don't think this needs to be a food tile. I think I can replace this with this. Probably the same with these food tiles. A 1, a 2. I don't think I'm going to run into a food problem too soon, so I'll put those guys on minerals. It's a mineral planet. Seems reasonable to me. Let's go with that. I had a feeling this was complete, I just missed it. Here. Have those things. Plus one of those. One of these. Need to get a scientist here. Whatever. We'll just take a scientist. Just I'd like them to be like a perfect scientist that I can train up now. Why not? Let's just cycle them for a bit. Here, you can be good. Might as well train up good people. Apparently this guy's not doing anything. I'll do for now. It's tempting to build out there just so pirates don't spawn in, but yeah. The last uninhabited spot in all of the galaxy. Everything else has been settled. Everything. Every last one. I already have a name for this episode. I don't need to settle it now. I'll settle that like next time around. Only took them how many years to get to all the space? Like 100? Guess it's better than the very, very beginning of the game, but it's still not great. Doesn't make it upgrade faster. They got this thing built very quick. We got 2 spirit. Well, this is a pacifist, but yay! We get 2 people that converted over. That's so cool. HSD. Find 8. HSD. Switch you out with this pacifist. Enjoy. Spread across a bunch of different places. Let's go to Mother now. Would be better. Also, it appears that I'm at my mineral cap, which probably means I should build a little bit more of these. So even though they're stubborn, they're still leveling up pretty quickly. Sounds not intellectual. Do I have 2 people on my core sector somehow? I feel like I was on the core sector, and this is core sector. That's confusing. That's really confusing. I think I'm gonna get rid of him and bring in an intellectual. Only intellectuals, please. About 20 more minutes of this. Cool. Now you got plans, things I need to get to.
Incoming transmission.
There, the Star Angels seem to have pretty different opinions than people. This corner's a little bit confusing. I think if you want to see borders, that map mode works pretty well, actually. There's still a lot of little independent nations out there. There's a couple people that have gotten pretty powerful, like here and here. And that, I don't think this guy's actually that powerful. If I go to this and I actually try to figure out who's strong, I bet they're not near the top at all. They're staying out of conflict. Same with these guys. This is a pretty small nation on the map, but they got a good amount of planets, it looks like. The Horde is quite strong still.
Construction complete.
So that planet's just built. Cool. This one's finished. Now that one is. Gross. Xenophile. Things are looking pretty good. Now that my capacity is increasing a little bit, or has increased a little bit, some of the pressure's been taken off. $27 are coming from my pops. And 1,100 exactly. That's pretty cool. Unless it just caps out at that number, which I doubt. I think it counts it. Yeah, that's cool. Better than substance abuser. I'd rather have them become more efficient. Yeah, I did double my followers on Twitch today. 19 right now. I bet if I go back to that thing on Instagram and do more stuff on that, I'll get even more. $63 there, 54. 21. I wonder what they're gonna try and do. Because I hope that they don't throw away their fleets. I've done quite a bit with the fleet power that they have. Rixians aren't doing too good, are they? These guys. Got the Horde helping them out right here. Ooh. Not enough though. The Horde's getting smashed in the system. Is that the Horde right there? It was. Goodbye, Horde. It's nice knowing you. It's a pretty nasty fight for them. I think they're all using my gateways to fight each other now. I don't mind. As long as they're not using them too much for like claims and stuff, then the borders should at least look right. I think I will bring this over here now and jump them into the same system as the rest of the Corvette fleet. It's a pretty awesome Corvette fleet. Just waiting around to be useful. Almost in position. It's gonna take a bit of time before I can do that. That's 1 year away, huh? So maybe I'll complete that at the end of this. It's gonna be kind of close. I hope I remember to check on the ring world. At the beginning of 2812. Hopefully I'll remember to check on that. It is kind of clunky converting the pops over, especially if you've got a giant nation, but I do like the system. Do like pops. I'll miss them if they get rid of them. Sounds like things are being discussed over at Paradox. More upgrades. Materialists aren't as bad as the Xenophiles, it looks like. Should really be focusing on getting rid of this one. Look at them using my gateway again. Opening up borders may have completely changed the course of this war. Yeah, that's going up slowly, but surely that's going to reach 100. It's like 65 a long time ago, but it's fine. I'm not bothered. The AI is not perfect. I don't expect it to be.
Construction
You don't like my bombardment policy? Too bad, I guess.
incoming transmission.
A research agreement, huh? Whoa. Apparently they've been able to focus down a lot of engineering. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's like all the weapons tech that I've been ignoring. Kind of tempted, but we're not getting involved. Not yet, at least. We'll think about it. Get back to you later. So once this is complete, what do I need to do with this planet? Set up one of those special engineering facilities, or not engineering, but whoops, should have done that. I want one of these right here. And one of those. They seem to be going by kinda slowly. It's not a second a day, is it? A second in the real world isn't a day in game. It's close, but it's not quite. And that might be my computer. Definitely have a couple things open in the background that I could have closed down. Probably should have closed down, but I was excited to get started here. Start a bit later than I usually do. Okay. Let's make this here. This there. One of these can go there. Because I do like energy and that kind of thing. I will make one of these on this tile. But everything else should be minerals. That's good.
Construction complete.
Oh look, the shroud. Hey shroud. Vicantus. Yay! Leaders live longer. That was a nice shroud. Very nice shroud. Now do I go a little bit longer just to make sure I continue this mega engineering project? Do have 3 minutes left on the episode, so I think I will try and let that finish before I end this. I wonder what I can look at while I wait. Fence species. Done. Factions. Policies. That kind of stuff. Claims view. Ooh. Do I have a claim somewhere? I do. Didn't know there was a claims view. I feel like that might be new. Somebody have claims on me. I think they do, but it doesn't show their claims on me in the claims view. Which is kind of lame, but I also get it. That would be kind of a tricky thing to show. Let's check in on their factions really quickly. Hey, look at this. One less of these guys. That's cool. Probably means I can move one of these pops off of here. Yep. Where should I get the next one? Probably somewhere close to home, if possible. Let's go with yeah, 1HS1, which I think I know where that is. I think that's here. This guy. We'll send the xenophile there. That should be better. Yep. count to 100. I can count to 100. It's super fun. 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4. Now that would be obnoxious. I'm not gonna actually literally count it down. Not yet. I haven't driven myself that crazy. Look at that, 200k right there. $14 plus. Woo. That should be enough. I'll send these guys over just to give myself something to do. Give me something to do. Sure, they'll be in position in no time. Oh, a Grand Fleet. Definitely gonna have to buy that. We'll just do this while they find their way. They might be able to. Has this been upgraded? Nope. Wonder where that little one went to get here. Ah, there's Gateway right there, which makes sense. Get there pretty soon. Not quite finished, huh? I just feel like I wouldn't have remembered this if I ended without building the next section. If I ended this episode. So yeah. I feel like that's worth waiting just a little bit longer. Just like a minute, right? I thought this was gonna be a shorter episode. But no. Stellaris. You're a tricky game. Tricky game to walk away from. It's one of those ones where you're like, alright, I'm gonna play until midnight. And then all of a sudden you look up and the sun's it's rising. It's 6 a.m. and you have no idea where all the hours went. You thought you were just looking at a couple planets. Like maybe an hour went by. It's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. But no, it's 6 a.m. somehow. I mean, that's not what's happening right now. But in the early days, when I first got this game, that happened to me a lot. I'd just be like, how? Just how did that happen? It's great when you go through things like that. When like a new expansion comes out or something. I felt pretty good about when Distant Stars came out, but you know, sometimes it has to do with like how much time you have to play the game too. So I think I may have enjoyed other ones a little bit more, spent a little bit more time playing them. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do with the end of this episode. I'm ready to do my outro. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I've got some links in the description below. that's all I had to say, and I'll see you around for the next one.